Hi there, Cancerians. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we are looking at September 19 through the 25th. And this week, some good news at long last. Mercury, the communicator, the planet of verbal communication, the planet of emails, the planet that helps our phones work properly, our cars, our televisions, cable, all those things that have been going a bit haywire over the last couple of weeks run smoothly. Now, Mercury's been out of phase in your third house of communication, siblings, neighbors, and short trips since late August. And finally, we are seeing it move direct on the 22nd. However, sometimes Mercury takes a minute to really push forward and move forward. So I wouldn't really start anything new or embark on any ambitious projects until the beginning of next week. Now, Venus, the goddess of love, relationships, and money, moves into Scorpio as well on Friday. Now, that's a huge bonus for you. That's your fifth house of romance, creativity, and self-fulfillment. And it's really going to set the tone for the next couple of weeks. If you're single, it's a great time to get out there and mingle. For those of you in a attached relationship who have a partner or are dating somebody, this is a great time for you to solidify the relationship. It's probably been a bit rocky with Mercury out of phase. The other thing that's happening is their fall equinox. And of course, the fall equinox is happening in the northern hemisphere. For those of you in the southern hemisphere, you're going into spring. But for most of the population of the world, the northern hemisphere is going into fall. And it's a day on the 22nd when the sun moves into Libra, when we get equal parts day and night, which is pretty astonishing if you think that Australia, the US, Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, all of those countries are going to have pretty much the same amount of daylight and nighttime. So it's going to be a very interesting day because that's also the day Mercury moves direct. A lot happening on the 22nd. So if there was ever a day for you to balance your own personal scales and see how it adds up, it's this week. It's the 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you live. Of course, Australia, New Zealand, you go into the spring equinox sooner than us in the northern hemisphere who go into the fall equinox later because, of course, you're ahead of us. So it's a really interesting week. There's a lot going on, and it is spread out through the elements. Everyone has a little bit of something going on, which is good because it's been way too heavily weighted in earth signs lately, and that's why things have been so black and white, no gray area. People have been so militant and not willing to bend one little bit. So I think you're going to find that it's much smoother sailing over the next couple of weeks. And once again, with Venus in Scorpio, it's actually going to be a romantic time for many of you. So enjoy that. Have a wonderful week, and I will speak to you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning in, Cancerians.